Here at MacGyver's Workshop, we build, fix, or re-engineer just about anything. You never know what we'll be working on next. And if you're not too careful, you just might learn something. Hi there, welcome to MacGyver's Workshop. Today what we have to work on is a 2000 GMC Jimmy. We're going to be doing a few things with it. Number one, we've got to replace the rear differential axle. We're just going to change the whole thing out. It's having some issues. We're going to go through that. And also, this is a rather unique model of the Jimmy in that it has the console shift in it. Now, of course, I got the T-handle off of it at the moment, but we have to replace it because the little solenoid that unlocks the little button so you can the shift interlock is messed up in it. So. And you can't get that little solenoid without buying the whole shifter. Plus, we're putting a new mirror on it. And all of that we got from our friends at State Line Auto Parts here in Portland. We got about $400 and some in it for the shifter, the rear end, and the mirror. So that's not bad considering. And also we have a problem with the door card in that the door card is pretty well broken here. So we're going to be doing some stuff to fix that, and we will keep you clued into all that as we go. And you can see all the little dangits here messed up from where they didn't the door wasn't installed properly, or the owner probably tried to pop it back on and it didn't work. And if you miss the hole and then smack the door panel, these will break like that. So we're gonna have to replace those, and we're gonna take and put a little reinforcing plate in there, and to kind of stiffen that up and help it out a little bit. So anyway, okay, so we replaced this busted mirror here with our one that we got from the boneyard, and that's all back on there nice and pretty. And then got the door card back on there, had to fix it. Can only tell those two little screws right there, there's a metal plate going back in there and then coming underneath here to reinforce these two pieces together, and then everything else is so it's good and sturdy for now, but that's its last repair. If it breaks again, then he's going to have to replace the whole door card. So now we will be on to the we'll fix the gear shifter. Alright, so here's the new gear shifter I got from the boneyard. They didn't bother pulling the T-handle off, so they just took the whole console piece. There's two bolts to hold that down in there. So we're going to go pull our shifter out of the console here, and then we'll get it apart, and there's bolts down in there to go through the mounting there to bolt that in. So we'll carry on here. Okay, so now naturally, of course, there's always going to be a ton of crap in the consoles you'll have to take out, but there'll be two bolts, one here and one here in the bottom of the cup holder, and we are going to take those bad boys out. And if we're gentle enough, we can work around all the crap that's in the console here. And we'll have to, one of the things that we will have to do is we'll have to unplug the tow haul switch that's back here, because it's going to be attached to that plastic that's part of the console here. Goes down there, and theoretically this should all come out. This little rubber liner thing he's got here, and voila! Now there's a, be careful, there's the wire for the tow haul switch. Let me get my flashlight out here so we can see what's going on. Right there, and we'll have to unhook that. Okay, now got the shifter all back down in there, and I'm going to show you what we actually had. The whole reason we had to change this shifter out in order to get it fixed, because you can't get the parts for it, nor can we fix the one that's in there. Right below this little lever here, which is the manual shift interlock, you'll see a little white disc pop out when I turn the key on. See that? Popping in, popping out. That's the shift interlock, and they got stuck at a Dollar General one time, and they couldn't get the thing out apart. Now, what was wrong with this one is the reason that you always want to be careful with your drinks in a vehicle. This one, a drink had gotten spilled down in it, and it had gotten all gooped up. Now, I just took and wedged some paper in there to hold that disc out so that the gear shifter would move, but it's all gooped up with you know, soda or whatever it is that got down in there, and that solenoid wouldn't work anymore, and it's all riveted in there and everything. You can't fix it, you can't take it apart. I tried soaking it down with cleaner and all that, and it didn't work. So, but since apparently, according to the junkyard guy, these GMC Jimmys with or Blazers with a console shift are pretty rare, so it took us a good while to find one. But so anyhow, it's in and it's working, and we're going to put the plastic all back together, and put the shift boot and all that good stuff back in, and which brings me to one other interesting little point. The one thing that you always want to be careful not to lose is this little damn it right here, and that's what holds the T-handle onto the gear shifter itself. If you lose that, you're done. And the only place you're ever going to find one of these is on another car, or maybe you can order one from the dealer. I'm sure you can, but don't know. Still a royal pain. Anyway, on we go. Okay, so one of the issues we've got here, if you'll watch the pinion right here on the rear end, you'll see that, let me stop. stabilize this camera real quick somehow. You'll see there's a lot of free play in there, way more than it should be, and the rear end is exceptionally noisy, so the can't yeah, plus both the calipers are sticking too, or at least that one is on that side. That wheel won't hardly turn. But anyway, so we are going to remove this rear end and put another one in. That's supposedly good, that we got from the boneyard. And what we'll do is take you out here and show it to you. It's going to be this one here. So anyway, we'll get cracking. And I'll show you as we make progress along the way here. We'll have to start by taking off the brake lines and sway bar and shock absorbers, and then we'll have to undo these two back shackle bolts. I can tell they're going to be a challenge given all the rust on this thing, but anyhow, stay tuned.